It is not here in pickle, just to be clear.
Second serve.
Yeah, so just to take that step forward from 21 to 23, De La Rosa #1 in the world in
0-0-2.
racquetball.
And you can see it with the way he plays. He has a racquetball style. If you were new to pickleball and you came out and watched this match, you'd look at Daniel and say,
1-0-2.
his strokes are a little different. You can tell he came from a racket sport. But he's one of my favorite players to watch. His hand speed is incredible. The way he whips the paddle up through the air, it's fast.
Second serve.
And speaking of fast, there's the #1 player in the world, Ben Johns, making his presence felt here early.
0-1-2. Side out.
And he just makes it look so easy. De La Rosa going right at him. He just holds his ground, uses his hands, reflex 2 back in play, and comes away with the point.
Point. Two, 0-1. Second serve.
Tammy is not holding back. That's why I love mixed doubles. The ladies just going after the dudes.
Yeah, and she's got Ben twice now on that ball. I think Ben's maybe shading middle a little bit. She's challenging up the line, and so far she's 2-0 on that play.
Point.
And I don't care how fast your hands are. Sometimes the net just isn't fair, Sam.
That's not what you need if you're a Merchant De La Rosa. You need those let courts going your way the entire
3-0-2.
first game.
Point.
And you can't make unforced errors either. 4 quick ones for the top seed. They've lost but 1 time all year.
4-0-2. Side out.
And that's what the top seeds will make you do. You know, because Ben and Annalie are so dominant, it puts a little more pressure on some of the routine shots. You feel like you have to do a little more with it, and you're going to draw some of those unforced errors that normally you wouldn't have against some of the other teams.
Here we go. 0-4-1. Second
No
serve.
bumps that spike here. There's the magic hands of De La Rosa on the stab from Tammy, one of the moms on tour. So love to celebrate that.
Point.
It's great. You see Tammy and her husband, they've got the kids
Yes,
on tour.
Gabriella, yes.
It's fun to see the whole family out here.
1-4-2. Side out.
Just placement over power, a little off speed, right at the feet.
I mentioned this to you pre-broadcast. We kind of have a good angle where we're sitting watching Ben just hit some backhand crosses, and it was landing on a dime over and over again with little effort.
He's doing the routine things routinely, and he does them better than anybody.
That's what the greats do. They make difficult shots look easy, and he does it over and over again.
Point. Timeout receiver,
And they march to
6-1-1.
the
You know, they're down 6-1, like I said earlier. They got to stick with him a little bit just to gain a little bit of belief. It's just baby steps each point.
Second serve.
just the flick, the paddle out in front. It's so pretty when it's working.
Like I said, he's one of my
6-1-2.
favorite players to watch.
What a move from Tammy Emmerich there. Saw it coming, and that is a spot that usually the ladies get hit, and she's like, get that out of here.
She did her homework. She's sliding. She's, look, right now, she's getting the best of Ben Johns. And maybe that's the pattern. Tammy challenging Ben.
Love it. That's why I love mixed doubles day.
1-6-2. Side out.
Big rip of the 2E, but catches the tape. So those empty sets are a killer, though, if you're trying to chip into that lead ball quickly back to Waters and Johns.
Second
But those are
serve.
the misses I think they can live with. I mean, if they're going to beat this team, they need to drive balls. If they hit the tape, so be it. You know, if you can make the adjustment and they can start going over by an inch or two, those are the shots that are going to win you points and ultimately, you know, try to help you get through this match.
Yeah, and incoming there on the shake and bake, as we love to call it in pickleball. Drive and let your partner crash and go clean up the mess.
Oh my gosh.
Side out.
That stayed in thanks to the wind. And yeah, that's how you draw it up. You practice that at home, Sam, of course.
The way that De La Rosa got his hips out in front of her, out behind that, and poked his paddle out, that was incredible.
1-7-1.
Racquetball is used to it being low. Come on.
Second serve.
Little
Just no holes in this team
No.
with Ben and Annalie.
1-7-2.
Who do you go after? Who do you challenge? Who do you dink with? You don't know. No one knows.
Side out.
just caught the line there. And if you are going to drive, it's got to be lower.
Brandon's got to be almost perfection with this team.
What's that?
6 inches or less over the net.
You didn't call it out though when I hit it. You have to call it out.
You can still challenge it. Like,
So there's a debate. It was very close. Daniel's saying Daniel can challenge the in ruling here, which may happen.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the in ruling. The in ruling puts us at side out 7-1-1. After video review, the call on the court stands. The ball was in. Lost the challenge, lost the timeout. No timeouts. 2 timeouts. We'll resume play at side out 7-1-1.
So if Tammy and Daniel want to challenge a ball later in this particular game, they will not be able to. They're out of timeouts. Must have 1-2 challenge.
Second
That's
serve.
twice Daniel has just feasted on a high dink from Ben.
Yeah, and I think that's the play. Whether Ben
7-1-2.
leaves one high or not, I think he has to challenge Annalie as frequently as he can. And even there, he lost the hands battle, but I think if you're this team, you got to live and die by those battles if you're going to have any chance to win.
8-1-2.
Oh, Daniel has read the book of her pulling that back down the line, and he overran it.
Sometimes your eyes get too big. That was one of those cases where right play, he got so excited, he probably took the biggest forehand swinging volley we've seen all week.
Right in the corner. Look out. Oh, what a beautiful point.
We got a little bit of everything there. Annalie had a great reset drive early in the rally. We got a lob. We got a great get from Daniel.
And you look up, and it's game point for the top seed. That sails deep, so side out, so chance to find something that works to get some carryover for game 2. It's going to be an uphill battle to get all the way back here.
Exactly. We used to have that mentality in tennis. If you're down 5-1, 5-2 in the first set, it's like, hey, try to win some games or some points to take a little momentum to that second set. Pickleball here in game 1, I know they're down 10-1, but try to get it to 10-2, 10-3, and have a little bit of momentum going into that second game.
1-10-2. Side out.
Can't happen.
Game point.
Game point number 2 coming up for Annalie Waters and Ben Johns.
10-1-1.
And you don't need your partner to shake and bake. AL Dub, the best player in the world, shows you why right there. 11-1, they're tap dancing on their opponents.
Guaranteed pickleball play every week. No hassle, no paddle stacking lines, no worries. Join a pickleball league today and up your game with competitive, consistent, well-matched play. Connect with your local leagues, check live rankings on your phone, and play with ease. Whether you're there to socialize with your community, network across the net, or have fun playing your favorite sport, leagues are a stress-free way to enjoy your play. Find your closest league at pickleball.com and click Leagues today to get started.
All right, let's see if Tammy and Daniel can find their best stuff and push this team.
Point.
There's the start they're looking for.
Yes, they have a lead.
1-0-2. Side out.
Man, another great two-way drive, but just can't come up with the next one.
No, that's maybe one Daniel needs to
0-1-1.
on and get burned behind you. It's such a good back by Tammy.
Annalie, just duck, please. She likes all the glory. She wanted the last one.
Right, that's always in tennis. I used to play a lot with John Isner.
1-1-1.
He'd hit a big serve. I'd clean up the mess. The crowd would clap as if I did all the work.
Oh,
Point.
Daniel tries to go behind the back, and we often see the players get tattooed. Unfortunately, one of our fans got that. She's fine.
2-1-1.
We'll get her a pickleball.
Second serve.
We saw Daniel try to go behind the back. He's a shot maker.
Oh,
He can
for
make
sure.
that shot.
Yes, he
He's
can.
one of the handful of guys out there that, consistently makes it behind the
2-1-2.
back, has good vision, good hands.
Point.
And the serve, there's new serve rules this week. We'll talk about that, but Ben wrecks
3-1-2.
his serve and gets a lot of free points and short returns because of it.
Side out.
That's a good leave. That ball was only out by a few inches. But
Dip it.
when the court is so small, having that vision of when balls are going in and out to leave them, it's important.
Nice job by Tammy in the middle. Yeah, just 20 by 44 here, Sam. So you run out of real estate in a hurry.
2-3-1. Second serve.
Oh, you can't kill your own momentum.
It's hard to watch as just a fan of the game. You
Yes.
know, you kind of want a close,
Like push
a
'em.
close game. Let's push this team. I want to
2-3-2.
see it. The fans want to see it. There it is.
Beautiful.
Point.
And we saw Megan Dazan and Andre
3-2.
Diescu take it to this team in Las Vegas. They won the first game playing very aggressively.
Side out.
And that's what you got to do. Take the fight to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tammy right now, I know she missed that forehand long, but these
3-3-1.
thirds, especially on the backhand side, she's in a bit of a groove.
Point.
If she can keep that going and Daniel can start pinching middle, put a little pressure on this team, we could have a competitive second game.
4-3-1. Point.
And just the footwork betrayed her.
5-3-1. Point.
And that's 3 points in about
receiver,
15
6-3-1.
seconds. And just a second ago, we're praising the
They just quietly do all the right things
6-3-1.
and stack points on the board.
And that stays in on a, I'm not going to say he was perfect on the counter, but it went in.
Sometimes you shank the ball just right where it doesn't actually sail
7-3-1.
long, and that one finds the back of the court.
Second serve.
I'm going to say less than ideal lob from Ms. Waters there.
It was. I do love the lob play in the mix, though.
Yes.
I've said it before. The cross-court lob, usually female, kind of lobs over the female. It's so effective in this sport.
7-3-2.
Oh, coming in hot, but catches the tape on the poach. The best right-to-left poacher we have in the game.
She's got so much pop on that left side. That swinging backhand volley from Annalie is just lethal.
And look what she talked him into doing here. She's like, no, we're playing this where I'm playing on the left, and Ben said we're doing that once.
4-7-1.
She will be switching over. Oh man, Daniel got to make that serve. That's 2 misses in this game.
Yep.
You got them negotiating over here. Make that serve.
4-7-2.
Just wide.
And you never want to see a team, Annalie pops over to the left side. If you're the opponent and you see that, you kind of put your head down.
Yeah.
It's like, they're beating us so badly. They're trying things now. It's not a good feeling.
Yeah, they're playing with their food over there. I don't want that. And there's the serve again.
And it's not an insult. Ben and Annalie,
No.
they got to try things.
Right.
And
You entered.
we're better to try different formats, different styles, different sides than in an actual, real life match.
Point.
Just thunderous pace from Annalie Waters, and they are 2 points for moving on. This is the round of 32. We just play 1
9-4-1.
at a time in each discipline each day.
Second serve.
A little off speed there when I thought he was going to just demolish it.
That first forehand, I scooted back
Yeah,
a
I
little
thought
bit here
we were
in
in
the booth.
play. Yeah.
I was ready for some fireworks.
I think he touched it.
What's the call?
Ben wasn't sure, so he's playing it in.
I think Ben actually hit the ball in the air.
Or that
I don't think the
happened.
ball actually bounced.
4-9-1.
Wow, and Daniel doesn't put the second hand on the Tui very often, but he did there.
Yeah, it pays off. Barely, though. Ben was on that. Had a good reflex back. Hits the tape.
5-9-1.
Cross-court attacks are very dangerous for your partner.
Point.
Oh, and there you see the soccer skills. Annalie Waters was on the watch list for the U.S. women's national team when she was 14.
6-9-1.
Athlete. I mean, you even saw there when she came over to hit that forehand volley. She jumped. She was flying through the air. Missed it. Then the soccer shot it back. She can play track and field, soccer, pickleball. Doesn't matter.
6-9-2. Side out.
Perfect pace behind Daniel there. It's a ball back to the top
9-1.
seed. 2 points for moving on here.
Point.
What a beautiful serve on the tee.
Match point.
Look, if you're getting 3 points off the serve, things are going your way.
Match
Or
point.
not going your way.
Okay.
Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah. Who are you cheering for? And that'll do it. Field goal is good, and the top seeds are moving on. They roll through Emmerich and De La Rosa.
And Annalie Waters, I'm going to start with you. First of all, I see that Emma Navarro, she borrowed the fit from you, and I'm loving seeing the high socks as well, loving the look. But I did want to start off, I know that you played all 3 events in Vegas. I'm just seeing how the body is feeling now playing all 3 events here in Atlanta as well. 100% yet?
I don't know. I mean, are we ever 100% playing on the PPA Tour almost
That's true.
every week? So you do the best you can. I took all of last week off, basically didn't hit until a couple days ago, just doing some recovery stuff, making sure my body's okay, because I've got a lot more years of pickleball left in me, so I think it's more important to be able to do that rather than push and push and push until the body can't take it anymore. So I don't know if I'm ever 100%, but I'm feeling pretty good out here. And the high socks or compression to kind of help the ankles and calves out here. So it adds to the style, but not 100% for style.
It looks good. It's early on in the tournament here. You're both trying to find your footing in mixed. How would you rate each other's performance so far after 2 matches? Ben, I'll start with you.
10 out of 10.
I was going to say, be
Ben
careful.
could do a little better. I'm going to say 9.5. No, I'm kidding. I would say definitely 10 out of 10. I think yesterday, usually our first round, because we had to play first round yesterday, so yesterday usually it's a little shaky, but I thought we actually came out playing pretty well. So I think it's going to be a good tournament for us just because I feel like we've been doing well in the beginning of the first couple matches of the tournament. So I'm excited.
Notice she said we were a little shaky, not Ben was a little shaky. So that's good. Ben, another question for you. The new serving rule, there's been a lot of changes. Thoughts on the new trial by the UPA?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly fine to try stuff. My serve personally hasn't really changed. I think I've been serving the same way for a number of months, and it fits with these rules too. So I haven't really changed anything, and I don't know. We'll see if it sticks.